Hello, guys. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good
Yes, sir.
afternoon.
Yes, sir. Good
All right.
afternoon, sir.
Morning, good afternoon. Please share the link in the Discord server. I'm still trying to wait for my computer to come up so that I can share my screen. But meanwhile, I'm going to entertain some questions while I wait. So if you have any question, this is your time to let me know about it. Please share. We have 29 persons here. We should be more than this. See, let me open the WhatsApp groups. Just open the WhatsApp groups so that in case you guys want to begin to talk. So is there any question, please? Any question? Please help me check in the comment section if there are questions that I need to attend to. So the WhatsApp groups have been open now in case you want. All right. I want to believe there is no question.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Okay.
I want to ask about Excel installation. I want to ask that which version is the best to install because I noticed some features are not showing on my laptop.
Some features are not showing. Which version are you using?
2010.
2010. Okay. Well, the thing is, if some features are not showing, look for look for the icon, because I know that every Excel version have certain icons you should be looking out for. So look out for those icons.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. I always
Thank you, sir.
emphasize studying. You're welcome. I always emphasize studying to know the icons, find out the icons, know which of them is which, so that you can begin to locate where you can find it.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So I'm still waiting for my system to come up. So sorry about this. Is there any other question, please? Those of you that are live, if you listened to the recording yesterday, do you have any question about anything we discussed?
So far, sir, there is no question, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Okay.
Someone posted a
Catherine,
question on the Discord.
what's the question? Please, you guys should have
I'm
it
going
checked.
to paste it on the chat
Yeah,
section,
I'm
on the
checking.
chat there.
I'm checking on Discord
Our
too.
question
I
said,
can't find any question
the
yet.
person said, please, can we have a situation whereby the names and company are scattered and we are asked to arrange in first, last names and company? How do we go about it with the formula of data test to columns?
Okay, so now as the name implies, when you are using text to columns, it means that you are actually looking at you're actually looking at taking anything that is organized in text format and putting them in columns format. That's as simple as that. It doesn't matter how they are arranged, but as long as you want to move them from text format to column format. Okay, so it has nothing to do with the arrangement. Now, when they are in the column format, this is where we are going to teach you guys what is Power Query Editor later on. This is where you can use your Power Query Editor to arrange the format now that you have put them all in a column format. But if they are scattered in the text format, you need to put them in a column format first, because Excel is not be able to. Anyway, I don't know if they can, but I know that I've not used it before, and I can say that it is better to work with values when they are arranged in a columns. So when they are scattered in text, put all of them in a column. And if you put all of them in columns, then you and I can agree that it's going to be easier to organize them the way you want. You can even drag it. If the company name was at the beginning instead of the end, if it's in text, you may not be able to do the automatic dragging. But if it's in column section, you can simply drag the company column from one point to the other. The same with the other one. I don't know. Am I being clear? Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Catherine, yeah, you need details for the premium class. Please, can someone drop that account details for her? Um, the WhatsApp group is open, and can someone drop it in all the groups for her, please? Any other question? All right, so some of you are worried about the results of the elections. Yeah, we all are worried about it. But either way, if you are very skillful, if you are very skillful, you can survive. I posted a video. I don't know if I did or if it's not good. I posted a video on WhatsApp to all of you about Oprah Winfrey saying something about talent and skills. Be so good at what you do that it becomes very difficult for people to say no to you. When I heard that, it really stuck. It really stuck to my brain, and that's what I encourage all of you to be. So again, just still waiting for my laptop to come up. While I wait, please, do you guys have questions? So it seems to me that a lot of people, when they hear about free trainings, they just rush to join the group. It's like a herd of cattle just going somewhere because they heard there is free grass. But when they finally get to that place, they see the grass is everywhere, lose appetite. And what do? They just go ahead and sleep. That is what I feel. When I come online and I see 48 people are online, knowing that we have more than 3% who enrolled, I always ask myself, this is the parable of the cow and the grass. Pauline Akko, you didn't see the video yesterday. It was posted in the group. Please, can someone repost that video for her, please?
Okay. Okay, let me look for it.
Which group are you, Pauline? Catherine, I hope you have been attended to do.
Yeah, I've posted all the account. I've posted the account details both on WhatsApp and on Discord.
Okay, nice. Yeah, Peace said INEC is playing with her emotions. Sorry. Go and make yourself happy. Go and meet your friend. If you have a partner, use a whole body. So Kevin is really worried about Nena. Pun. Kevin, I see you, eh?
I've I've shared the video on Discord.
Okay, thank you. So please, do you guys have any question? People that don't have partners, oh yeah, I'll go and look for one. Oh, carry torchlight, look for them. Then they.
Saneka is in the back room.
Oh, she is. Okay, let me check. Zainab, are you here?
I'm here, oh, I'm here. Nobody should cut me today. Oh, even network cannot try me today.
Faith, Adog, are you here? Faith, are you here? Okay. Festus, are you here? Festus, are you here? Lawal, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Favor, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so Faith and Festus, they are not here. I'm going to throw them out. So let's have Neka. Neka, are you here?
Yes, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Okay, so my system is up now. I'm
Yes,
so sorry, guys. It's a software update. You know how these things work. So please check if there are questions and let me know.
All right.
Check
So,
if there are
someone is
questions.
saying Yeah, sir. Annie Chinwe is asking, sir, do you advise anyone to take Power BI PL 300 exam and become certified?
Of course, that's the exam I took 2 years or 3 years ago. If you get mine to run the exam, you run them. Okay.
Senator is in background too.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
The exam is $165. Oh boy.
Hello, can you guys hear me, please?
Yes,
sir.
I
Yes, we can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
All right. So I'm online now, so let's get down to brass tacks. Let me share my screen. So, okay, peace. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Festus, are you here? Festus? Okay, he's not here. I'm gonna kick him out. Neka, are you still here? Lawal,
I'm
Zainab,
here. I'm
Favor.
here. I'm here.
Yes,
Zainab
I'm
is
here.
here.
Yes, I'm here, sir. Fever is here.
Okay.
Neka is here.
Zainab is here.
Lawal.
I'm here, sir.
Okay. So let me share my screen and let's start this thing. So who do you think would win the election in Nigeria?
So
Yeah,
every
Going by
politics is
the
quite
vote,
tense now.
Obi is supposed to win, but going by what is going on now, we don't know. We just can't tell. There's massive rigging going on. We don't know what the outcome will be.
Yeah. Well, let me take your minds back to class. So yesterday we treated fill, we treated splits, we treated transpose, we treated sort and filter, and then I gave an assignment in all of these instances. So today we are going to be looking at tables. Now there is something I want you guys to remember in tables. Now, can you see my screen?
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
I can see it.
Now, for tables, one thing is certain. The same way I tell people, when you are working as a data analyst, ask yourself all the time, when, what, how many steps am I taking to get anything at all solved? Somebody would say 2 plus 2 equals to 4. The person will use his brain to get the answer. If they is that if the problem is too complicated, the person uses a calculator. Now, it is easier for someone to use a calculator to get the answer than for you to spend um, 30 minutes trying to use your brain, use your pen and paper. It's so unfortunate that in so many schools in Nigeria, there are still people who feel that the more time you spend in solving a problem to get your results, the more ingenious you are, or the more intelligent you are. Really sad, because I remember visiting a school in Michigan. Yeah, a couple of white kids, African Americans, Hispanics, and almost all of them had either a smartphone or an iPad. And in their class, they had a projector. The person who came to teach them civic engagement or something like that was actually showing them all they need to know on screen, while the students just sat down and listened. Of course, some of them took notes, but the majority just listened. So I'm telling you that as the world revolves and grows to become even much more technologically viable, it is important we grow alongside. If you are a medical doctor right now, I have tons of medical doctors in my class, and they understand why it is important to know basic formulas or how to navigate the tech space, because sooner or later a couple of technological apparatus or equipment would certainly replace some of you. For instance, chat gpt, I heard some companies are in fact choosing to pay the premium version of chat gpt rather than to pay content creators. So they just wake up in the morning, you know what, we don't need you anymore because we can afford to pay $45 every month. Meanwhile, we are going to be paying you um 1,000 or 2,000 or 4,000 every month. So we save ourselves a lot of money. All they need do is get someone who is going to be asking chat gpt questions, putting in prompts, and then get responses. So there are some industries that are still traditional. For instance, public speakers, they still move around talking to people. We have what else? What else are those traditional roles? Politicians, of course, nobody can vote a robot as the next president, right? And if I want to think deeply, there are so many traditional roles. Lawyers, in fact, there was even a documentary I watched the other time. A robot was trained in machine learning how to argue. Those of you that are very good in playing chess, there is a robot now, some nice algorithm being played. um, the winner of the world chess champion was defeated by a robot. I hope you guys read that story a few months or years ago. And then we have referees. For those of you that are football fans, referees, sooner or later, we may not have referees anymore. We are going to have robots stationed at every point in we are going to have robots stationed at every point on the football field, so that if there is a goal, no one is going to say the referee is biased or something like that, because the referee is actually a robot and who has been trained to get to know what is offside, what's a goal, and things like that. So why am I saying this? I'm saying this because some of you are not really thinking 5-10 years from now what is going to happen in my industry. There was a woman who sent me a message last night. I hope I responded to her. She said she was looking for remote opportunities to actually assist the husband at home. I was really touched by that request because it means that she is in a position that she knows and understands that the husband cannot do everything for her the way she would love and things like that. So she's like, let me look for an opportunity that would leverage some assistance I could offer my husband. or my partner. So in this case, look at your industry. If you are a content writer, you are in digital marketing, you are a nurse, you are for those of you that are in the UK, in most universities in the UK make statistical analysis compulsory for their students. I have one lady, her name is Sarah Omi something. She got the Chevening scholarship last year. She enrolled for the data analysis class in December or November. I think we didn't have class in December. Yeah. She enrolled in November, and she said she just enrolled because she's having difficulties understanding all the big statistical terms that are being taught to her in class. Even if she's having or running a master's program in gender studies, you can imagine. So schools are becoming a lot more technologically driven, and these things I'm teaching you guys, just like eating, they are going to be a necessity in a couple of years from now. They are already becoming a necessity that you need to have some knowledge of data. Okay, now why am I telling you all this? I'm telling you this because I want you to remember that when you are working on any file at all or any data set using Microsoft Excel, you must always try to put that data set, massive as they may be, on a table. When you put your data set on a table, you make your work far easier. You also make your efficiency to be top notch and commendable and appreciable. Having said that, I want to explain what I mean by saying the first thing you must do when you are given a data set like this one is to put them on a table. Let me explain why. No, so we want to solve for the total amount made in October. So we go all the way equals to sum, right? Bracket open. What else do we do? Click,
I like.
drag down, bracket close, and enter.
Lights.
So all we have done here is in three steps. First step equals to sum. Second step, you highlight all. Third step, close bracket. Fourth step, enter. Those are four steps. Imagine that you have to take four steps for every single column you are going to be working with. Four steps multiplied by, let's say, you have 20 columns. Four steps times 20, and you have 1,000 rows. So four steps times 20 columns times 1,000 rows. And then you are going to now know that you're going to spend so many hours on just solving a particular thing. But now watch and see. I'm going to do the same thing here again. I'm going to say, okay, we have already solved for total here, right? So we don't need to do any other thing again. But on any case, if you are given the opportunity with a large data set like this, the first thing you must do is to put everything on a table to make your work automated. So to put things on a table, you have to get your control A, which is highlight all, and then control T. Can you guys see the dialog box here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Control A and Control T. That is what you must do to put your values or your data set on a table. Now it's asking you, does your table have headers? Now, can you guys look at this table? Does it have headers?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
What do you mean by headers, or what do you understand by headers?
Headers are those like the
Department,
headings of
category,
these sets,
October, the headings of each
Yeah.
column.
the data sets.
Basically department, category, October, November, December, and then total. Those are the headers. But in any case, if you uncheck this, when you uncheck it, remember this is the where is your data for your table. If you click here, that is your entire data set. That's why it's highlighted, right? So instead of giving
Yes.
you cell
Yes.
names, it's giving you the names of a range. That is what it happens right there. So if you did not highlight it before clicking Control T, you have to come here and choose your destination or your location of the data. In any case, we didn't check my table has headers. So now when we click on OK, watch and see what is going to happen. Did you see what? Did you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. What did you see?
It's
gave it
renamed the header, the
column
new
1,
header,
column 2, column
column
3.
1 to column 2, column 3.
Exactly. So this is not what we want. We actually want it to acknowledge that our table has headers. So we have to leave it checked. Then we click on OK. But once you click on OK, what did you notice?
The headers has dropped down.
Down
The
to the
headers
The
are
main
headers have
category department.
exactly. Now this makes our calculation easy, very easy, because remember when we are treating equals to, let's just say we say equals to sum, bracket open, we come here, click on October, okay, bracket close, sorry, we go there, equals to sum, we have all of this, okay,
Okay.
and can you see what it did? Instead of
Yes, sir.
instead of
Yes.
giving you the cell names,
Cell
what did
name.
it give
Yes.
you?
What are the
October.
main?
October.
That's October. The
It
main
it
head.
exactly. It gave you the heading, meaning that okay, you highlighted the cell names, but because this thing is on the table, we only work with column names. That is what it's telling you. And when you hit enter, can you see? The answer is
Yes.
right there. So that is automation. That is how it works. You can choose to just type October. And remember, check the formula out here. Equals to sum, bracket open, square bracket October, square bracket close, and then the other brackets. That is it. So for this one, we don't want to use equals to sum. All we want to do is we want to use auto sum. Remember, when we were using auto sum the other time, we had to do some highlighting and then we hit enter. It's 2 steps. Do you guys remember?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
But watch
Yes.
and see what happens when you put this on a table. When you put your values on a table, you are going to use only one step. So I'm going to put my cursor here and then I'm going to go right here and click on auto sum. Viola, can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Just
Yes.
one step. So if I were you, what would you choose to do? To leave your table, to leave your data set in a table, or to leave it without a table? Which one is going to make your work easier and faster?
To
To
leave
leave it
it
on the
in a
table.
To
table.
leave a
Even it's in a
table
table.
in the table.
To leave it in a table. Now, watch out and see something. Can you guys see that on every single solution that we have provided, that there is a drop down here? Can you see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes.
that drop down is going to appear in every of the lines as long as this value is on a table. Now, open that drop down. You are going to see most of the functions that are very popular in Excel. So, if you want to know the average, instead of using the formula, just click on average. It's going to calculate it for you. Do you see that?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
You
Yes.
can go back, open it. If you want to count the number of values that are there, let's do the counting manually. We have how many columns
One,
do you see here? One,
Two,
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 four,
three,
three,
six,
four,
four,
eight,
five,
eight,
five,
six,
Eight.
seven, eight.
eight.
8, right?
eight.
Eight.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, assuming that you were given a data set and you were asked to count the number of columns and the number of rows, what are you going to do? What is the easiest way to get that sorted? Put
Let's go on.
everything in a table, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
open
Yes.
your drop down and then click on count. Can you see 8? We
Yes,
just
sir.
counted 8 and it gave us that, you know what? You have 8 rows right here. Then we open again. It's telling you what the next thing is count numbers. Click on it. It's still 8 because those are the numbers available. There, do you remember a formula for maximum and minimum?
Yes.
Who can explain what
Yeah.
max means and what min means?
Minimum. That's the low, the
So
smallest.
The
the,
lowest
Okay,
number.
that's the
That's the
lowest
biggest.
number.
the
Then
lowest
maximum, the
and the
biggest.
highest,
The
right?
max is the
So
biggest.
look at these values
Yes.
here
Yes.
without
Yes,
using our
lowest and
formula.
highest.
Of course, you can look at it. Which of them do you think is the highest amount there? Which rows?
The
One
two
hundred
hundred.
200,000.
thousand.
The
Two
200.
hundred thousand.
200,000.
If
Okay.
Row E10.
E10, correct. So we can be
Yes.
very sure when you click on max, you are going to have 200,000. Then mean, you click on it, you are going to have 20,000. Then the sum, which is what we've been doing, you have 605,000. And then standard deviation, you have 70,000. So you see that
Wow.
those of you that are very, very afraid of mathematics, table is your savior.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
a table, getting this thing on a table, that is your best bet at solving most of these things. How many of you knew this? How many of you knew about this?
I did not know.
I don't know about
Uh,
it, though. This is my first time.
This is the first
okay,
time that they go cut tips. Ah, this is.
so a table will always good, yeah. Ihobom Francis. I think I should allow this lady to join me live. She's been very active in my class. There's one other guy that I've been very active. Priska said she wants Obi, my daddy. This piece. So yeah. Oh, is this your first time in class? Ihebom Francis. Exactly. That is it. That is it. Putting data in a table is that is it. It makes your life easier. Uh, how was the data put in a table? Okay, I'm going to Chisom. Are you see here?
Yes, I'm here.
Neka. Neka. Okay, Favor.
Yes, sir. I'm here. I'm here.
Zainab. Lawal.
Yes, I'm here, sir. Lawal is here, sir.
Okay. So I'm gonna
Sir, please, I have a question, sir.
yes, what's the question?
I want to ask, for instance, probably along the line, you realized you made a mistakes in the figures you imputed. Probably the total number for Vegas for October was 50 and you imputed 30. So I want to ask, if you correct the 30 and insert 50, is the total going to change automatically or you have to recalculate it again?
Okay, now let's go back. That's a very brilliant question. Who is asking this question?
Lawal, sir.
Faith, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Is Chisom still here?
Yes, sir, I'm here, sir.
Okay, I'm trying to add Zainab, but it seems everyone is Neka. Are you here? Or you
I'm here. I'm
unfortunate?
here. I'm very much here.
Okay. All right. So let's go back. That's a very brilliant question. So we can actually do that this way. Let me solve something for you guys to see, just to authenticate why tables are very, very important. So let's say we have names. Let's say we have network. So we have Nena, we have Obi, we have Atiku. Nena's network is 50 naira.
Ew.
Obi is 800 million. Atiku is 16 naira. Okay, so let's do this. This value is not on a table, true or false?
True.
True.
It's not.
So we can do something. We can say, without a table, this is what is going to happen. We are going to do all of this manually. We highlight everything, okay? And then
Yeah.
we hit enter. So this can happen. If it is not on a table, and then you highlight everything, you can still get the same answer. For instance, you want to change this to 15 and click outside. It will change to 865, right? But remember,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
the steps we took. When you put this on a table, Control A and Control T, when you put this on a table, and then what happens? You come here and click on Auto Sum. It gives you your answer, right? You can come
Yes,
here,
sir.
remove the 50 and say, you know what, NECA is worth more than 50. So you put 90 and you click outside. It's gonna change automatically. Did you
Yeah.
see that?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
You remove 800 and you put 1 million. It's going to change automatically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
So that is why tables are your go-to things. Now, the second thing I want to show you guys with a table is that we want to get a total row for this table. Sometimes you don't even need to do all the calculations, This is already on a table. Okay. This is already on a table. So to get the total row, when you click here, by the way, before we proceed, how many of you know how to name your table? How many of you know how to name your table?
Oh,
All right, you guys
So
don't know what I'm talking about. Now, every table must have a name. Every table must have a name. When you click on the body of the table, look for the analyze and design new menus that appear when you have your table added to your data set. So I'm going to click on design. And when I click on design, this is my table name. And I'm going to change this to department. I'm going to put them in caps. Small letter, it doesn't matter. Department table. Don't put any space. When you are done, you hit enter. So we have named our table. Now I want to show you guys why table naming is very important. Now, assuming you have 1,000 rows and let's say 20 columns, and there is no space for you to actually calculate something. Let me open another page and show you what I mean. What is the name of our table? Can someone remind me?
department table.
department.
Exactly. So I'm going to go to a new page and then I want to calculate something. I want to calculate the name. I want to calculate the sum for I want to calculate the sum under October. So I'm going to go equals to sum, bracket open. I'm going to call the name of my table. What's the name of that table again?
Department
Department, right?
table.
Department.
Yes.
Can you see that? Department table. Click on
Yes.
it. When you click on it, you want to see all the rows that are in department table. The thing, let me expand this so you guys see.
I don't know. Someone is asking a question.
What's the question about?
She said, "How was the data put in a table?" Ajin Didiamaka.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
please on highlight her so we can see the screen very well.
Can you see? I don't know.
No,
Can you
take your
guys see my
cursor.
screen?
Yeah, we can
Yes,
see
sir.
your screen,
Yes,
but the
yes,
her
but it's
question is
a bit
blocking.
tiny. Mm.
Her question is also blocking
Our
the
question
screen
is
as well.
blocking the screen.
Oh,
Okay.
now we can see.
All right. So I'm going to go back. Okay, let me go back and show you guys how I did that. How I renamed the table. So that you guys will follow what I'm showing. So go back to tables. To rename your table, click on the body of the table you just created. For instance, okay, let me create a new table with this particular value. This one we just created right now. Okay, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So now we have this new table. Okay, we have this new table we just created. Click on the body of the table. When once you click outside, you are not going to, after data mining, there's no other table or sorry menu right there. But when you click on the body of the table, what do you see?
Analyze,
and
design,
Good.
table
So if you want
tools.
to analyze this table, you can do that here, which this is like advanced Excel. We're going to, if we have time, we can look at this later. But we want to look at the design. And when you look at the design, this is where you can change the table colors. Okay, all the table colors, this is where you can change them. So assuming I want to change this to this color, can you see that's changed? Assuming
yes,
I want to change it to this color, I changed it. Okay, so this is where all the table colors and magic happen. Now, if you want to rename this table, go to the left, extreme left of your menu. You are going to see table name. That person that asked this question, please check. Is she following? Are you following? Just type yes. Let me know. Are you guys following?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
She following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to rename this table. I'm going to call it net worth table. No space. Whatever you are doing, no space, no comma, no full stop, just the name of the table. And then when you are done, you hit enter. So this table now has a name. This table now has a name. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
The lady that
So,
asked the question, does she understand now?
so if you're using Microsoft Office 365, it's
Uh-huh.
the when you highlight it, once you drop when you highlight it there, it's not going to show table and it's not going to show analyze and design as the last two this thing. I don't know what it's called again. So it's going to show
Yeah.
you table design. So it's table design
Okay.
and it's to show you so that others that are using Microsoft Office 365 won't get confused.
Exactly. Thank you very much. All right. She said yes. So we can continue. Now, the good thing about tables that I love is that if you have tons of data, okay, if you have mil maybe 1,000 rows of data and like 20 columns of data of data sets, you understand that there will be no space for you to do your calculations. True or false?
True.
You
Yes,
may
sir.
you may get confused at one point or the other. So you may want to take everything to a new and brand new column or a brand new sheet. Sorry. So that is why I have these brand new sheets. Okay, completely new. There is nothing here. But I am lucky because I already named my table before moving to this brand new sheet. So I'm going to call the name of that table. I'm going to say sum, bracket open. What is the name of the first table we created?
Department
Network.
table.
Department table.
Department table.
Department table. So when we want to just type DE, it's going to, did you guys see this? Department table.
Yes.
You
Yes.
click
Yes,
on it.
sir.
Yes.
Now, when you click on it, on a normal circumstance, if you close the bracket and hit enter, you are going to get error because Excel does not understand what do you want me to submit, what do you want me to sum in this department table. So you have to be very exact. For us to be very exact, we want to call out the names of all the columns in the department table. And for us to do that, we are going to use the square bracket. If I click on the square open bracket, check out and see what's going to happen. Read what you see there.
It's
Department
bringing out
Department
everything.
category.
Department category,
October, November,
October,
October,
December,
November,
November,
December,
December.
total.
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 All
Exactly. So
data
those
headers.
are all, those are all the headers we have. Are you guys following me?
Yes.
Yes,
And
sir.
then
Yes.
you can now click, in this case, you can now click on October and then close it with your square bracket and then close it with your other bracket to close the formula and then hit enter. What do you see? 430,000.
230,000.
Do you guys see how this works now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the sum for that particular table. So let's look at the sum for the second table we created. So we can go ahead and say equals to sum, bracket open. What was the name of that table?
Net worth.
Network.
Network table.
Network
So you
table.
just N NE and that it will come out. Then what else do we need to see the names of the columns?
Square
Open
bracket.
brackets. Square brackets rather.
Open square bracket. And then you see it, names and network. So we click on network because that's what we want. You close it with your square bracket and close the formula with your close bracket and then hit enter. Viola. That is it. Do you guys see how this works now? And why
Yes.
tables
Yes.
are very, very crucial? Why they are very, very important. So let's do something else. If you want to count the number of rows that you have in the department table, you are going to use this formula called count. So we have equals to count. And what does it say? It counts the
Count
number
the
of
number of
cells in a
Cells in a
the
range.
range that
range that
contains numbers.
contains numbers. So we
Numbers.
are going to open our bracket. And what do? We call the department table. We call the name of the column. So in this case, we want to count the number of rows in December, right? And then we
Yes, sir.
close the bracket, right? We
Yes.
close it this way and then close it this way, and then we hit enter. So now we have what? We have count.
Eight,
How many rows are there now? 8
eight
rows.
rows.
So I didn't plan to teach count, but add it to what we've learned today.
Thank you, sir.
So you can do the same thing. Minimum and maximum equals to max. Bracket open. Let's use the second table name, which is what? Net worth,
Network.
right?
Net what?
Network table. So open it, get your net worth, and close it this way and close it this way. And the maximum number is what? A million or 100. Is that what? Yeah, that's a million. Is there anyone that is confused about why tables are important and why I encourage everyone to use tables? Is anyone still confused? Okay, I guess that's a no. So having said that, I want us to look at this screen. I want to teach you another thing on how to get a total row for this table. We already know that this is on a table. How do you get a total row without just going to calculate total? Simple. Go to the design menu, look for the total row, and then check it. When you check it, what is going to happen? The total row comes out here. And with that, you can actually change whatever you want. You want the sum, you want the marks, the mean, the count numbers, counts. Okay, I heard somebody was trying to ask a question about standard deviation.
Standard
Yes, I think
deviation.
there's a formula for standard deviation, but you can use this if you want to solve for standard deviation. Those of you that have children, all of the mothers that they are so good in breastfeeding babies, but they are not very good in teaching them mathematics. You can open your Excel when your children come to ask you questions about standard deviation. Open the Excel and tell them to insert the assignments and then click on standard deviation and the answer will come out. So that's the expo. In case you are confused how to solve it. So having said that, we are going to move to the next thing today, which is drop downs. But let me be sure that you guys understand tables. Check any question. Any question? So everyone understand tables now, okay? Let me check the
So
WhatsApp group.
someone is saying this one is not question. So there are some questions here.
Yeah, please call them out.
Okay. Chuku Drusilla said, okay, I said, please, sir, how is data arranged in a table? I don't know. Then the second question is, please explain more on how on how the drop down appeared at the bottom of the table. Then someone is
How
asking,
did
so how did you name the table? How
no
did
no
explain more?
take the first question again, please.
Please, how is data arranged in a table?
Okay, how is
That's
data
Lady
arranged in a
Amaka.
table? I don't understand. Is the person asking how we type all of this in?
I don't know.
Because basically arrangement of data in a table is get your get your names or what is called columns, get your column titles, get your rows, and you are good to go. That's how you arrange it. Now, when you proceed to advanced Excel, you are going to learn another superior way of organizing your data in a table. But for now, your data entry skills should be top notch. I don't know if that explains. Second question, please.
Second question is, sir, please, okay, yeah, sir, please explain more on how the drop down appeared at the
This
bottom of
particular
the
drop
table.
down, this one,
Yeah, I guess so. That's what she's asking.
Yes,
is
I
it
think
this
she's trying to
one?
check how you. Hey, something is there's a noise in the background. Yes, I think those drop downs. That's what she's trying to know how to change it into a table and how the drop down appeared. That's what she's trying to ask.
Okay, to get it on a table, click Control A on your laptop. Okay, let me type the formula here. To get a table, to get a table, all right, you do this Control on your keyboard plus A, which highlights all. Okay, and when you do Control plus A, you also do Control plus T. I hope this answers your question. That is how we get a table. Control plus A and Control plus T. Now that this column 1 has appeared here, I just also want to tell you guys, when you put your data in a table, you don't need to organize your table
Okay.
anymore. For instance, we have total. Can you see the total is the last column here? Can you guys see that?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, assuming that you were given something else to add, instead of coming here like we did this manually, instead of coming here to highlight everything, put colors and all that thing, when you have a table and then you want to add something to that table, it will automatically create a new column with the same designs for you. Okay, so watch this. So this table, I want to put the names of okay. So this table, I want to put the names of all my eggs there. Then I'm going to click outside. Can you see? It changed automatically.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So that is one advantage of having a table. It makes your work far easier. So the other person that was asking me about the how I
First.
got the total stuff at the bottom, all you need to do is highlight your table, go to design, check total row. Okay, you can see I have unchecked it, but if I check total row, if you come here, you are going to see that you have all of this. Are you guys following me? That is how we got it.
Yes, sir. The next question is, sir, how did you name the table?
How did I name the table?
Yes.
All these people that are asking these questions, I hope they are not breastfeeding in my class or eating or doing something I didn't send them to do, because I've been explaining this thing over and over again. Please, when you come for class, leave whoever is, tell people that you are not at home. I beg you. You are dragging us back now. Should I continue?
Mm, yeah.
Who are the people
Hello?
that asked question now?
The people that ask question, I don't know. I they've answered the question,
Somebody,
sir.
sir, somebody is asking question from the comment saying that, please, sir, why do we necessarily need to name our table?
You need to name your table because when you are lost, is that naming that will help you. And if you don't name your table, you are going to be doing you are going to be taking more steps than you should not have. For instance, it's because we named our table. We didn't need to come back to this sheet to look at where is column number. When we went to the new sheet, did you see me going back to call to look for October or November? All I needed to do was to open the square bracket and it will bring out all my columns and I choose what I want. But if you didn't name the table, what is going to happen is that you are always going to be coming back to this page to look for October, to highlight, to copy, to do all those things. Are you guys, do you understand me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. But
So you are
somebody is
going to
saying that
always
Yes.
be, yeah.
somebody is saying I am confused in everything you thought.
Okay, go and vote. Go and
Sir,
vote.
sorry, I have a question though. I'm
Yeah.
trying this thing you just taught me now. I'm trying the table and to do it on another sheet, but it's showing an error message. I
Uh,
don't know. It's just the same step you used. I'm using
why
to
is it
get
showing an
everything,
error message?
but to get everything,
Share your screen. Share your
but
screen. Let me
to
see.
now show. Okay, okay, sir.
Sir, Adedoyin said she could not find the transpose function under the paste function on her system.
Is
You say what?
which
Adedoyin, she said she could not, that she tried the transpose function on her system, but she could not find it under the paste function.
Well, if you are looking for transpose, written transpose, like spelled out transpose, you won't find it. What I said yesterday was if you are looking for a transpose function, please look out for the icon. Look out for the icon. And if you don't know what the icon is, please go to Google, type transpose icon. You are going to see it. You can type the name of your Excel software, your new Excel software, type transpose icon in Microsoft 365. Then they will show you. I hope I am also teaching you guys how to do some basic research. Some of these questions
Yes,
are
sir.
just things you can discover on your own.
Yes.
But I will excuse that this is your first time of knowing how some of these things work. So what's the other question?
Okay, sir. Can you see my screen? Sir, can you see my screen?
Let me look for, okay, yeah.
Okay, so I've this is the table now. This is the table, and I've renamed it. This is the table, and I've renamed it. Where is my design?
Well,
I've
let me
renamed
see
it
the
here.
name you gave it.
So departments table.
Okay, okay.
So I've opened a new sheet, and I'm
Mhm.
doing this department. It shows this now. So department table. Then it drops down this, and I've chosen this, and I click enter
Okay, when you
saying
choose
that.
department table, did you close it with the square bracket before the other bracket? Hello? Did you close it with the square bracket before the other bracket?
I did not
Because when
close
you,
it. Yeah,
good, so do it now. Let's
no, I
see.
did not close it. Okay.
When you open a department table, use a square bracket to call out the columns, and then you must close it to say that this column has ended. And then you make sure,
Okay.
what are you typing? Okay, department. Okay, close it with the square bracket,
Yes.
and then close it with the other bracket. Did it work now?
Okay. No, let me try again. It did not work. This is
Okay, you use
department.
department. Do you know that there are no values under department but text? You have to use some because you're actually submitting, you're actually adding values, numbers, not words.
Okay.
So go
Yeah,
back
let
to
me
your
do
department. What do you see? Produce and so on.
October.
Yes, good. You have to use a table that
Yes.
contains values, and we are talking about October, November,
Uh,
December, and even
okay.
the total.
December and total. Okay. I see.
So do that quickly. Let's see.
Let me do it now. Okay. Then this is October. I should close this too. Okay, brilliant. Okay, sir.
All right, so it
I've
worked.
said it. It works perfectly.
All right. So tell your enemies that
Yes.
you have found a
Thank you, sir.
magician in me.
Okay, let me start sharing my screen.
Obi,
Okay.
you said you notice when you create a table, the drop down that appeared also appears when you create a filter. Can the same result be achieved using to create a filter? Of course, of course. Anytime you see drop downs, that's what I said yesterday. Anytime you see drop downs on a data set, always remember that something have been filtered or something have been put on a table. I hope that is clear.
Yeah.
And what other question is there?
You didn't close it. Okay. Face blue smiling. I don't understand. These ones. Okay, sir, there's no question here again. Let me check Discord. There are no questions on
Okay,
Discord
so
as
you
well.
can check the screen for favor. Favor Chukwemeka. Neka, Chisom, Faith, Edok,
I'm here.
Lawal.
I'm
Are
here.
you guys
I'm
still here?
here. I'm here.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Chisom
we
is
are.
here.
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
So we are here.
Because I wanted to invite Favor Chukwemeka. She seems knowledgeable as well. So you guys can try this formula to summon tables. See if it works, then let me know. So Favor, thank
Function
you very
table.
much. So let's continue with the class, shall we?
Yes.
Yes, we shall.
The lady here said Ajindi Amaka. I hope have we attended to her? Please, can someone check the question she asked if
She
she's
was the
been
one that
attended?
asked how you
Yes, we
came about
have.
the table. You've answered it. When
Yes,
you
sir,
were
we have.
answering,
Oh,
We've
you were
attended to
asking if she was getting you, but there was
the
no
table.
response.
You've
okay,
answered
She
the
that's
asked how
nice.
question.
you
So,
came about the table, and you answered it.
all right, nice. So let's continue, right? This is how we got the table. Control A, Control T, and you have all of that.
Control C.
So let's go to drop downs. Now, if you want to, if you hear the word drop downs, one of the interesting thing is that when you are opening a form, right? Let's say they are asking you for your country. You remember you have to click a drop down on that form, and then you search for the UK or the US or Nigeria. Do you guys remember?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And then they would ask you, what is your gender? Male, female, non-binary. You open and then you click on one of them. Remember choosing some of these options when you have a form sent to you.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Good. Okay, good. So now, let's say I want to do that same thing here on Excel. So we have names and then we have gender. So let's say Lawal. Uh, Lawal, what's your second name?
Miriam.
Miriam.
Miriam. Is that it?
Yes, sir. No, R
Okay.
I A M.
R
I
I
A
A.
M.
This one?
No, sir, take off the
Delete
Y.
Y.
Oh, Miriam. Okay. All right. So I need another person
Favor.
on the call.
Yeah, favor.
Favor.
Chisom.
Chuku
Chisom
Elesie.
Cynthia.
Favor
Chuku
what?
Elesie. Chuku Elesie. CHUKWUELESIE.
Okay. Let's end it with Chuku. Thank you. Um,
Chuku.
third name,
Chisom. Chisom
Chisom what?
Cynthia.
Cynthia. Okay. And another name,
Neka.
Neka, are you eating?
No.
Okay. What's your second name?
Treasure. Treasure.
Treasure. All right. And okay, let's check the comment section for names. If you are a man, if you are a woman, if you are non-binary, meaning you are not neither man or woman, let me know. Your names, call the names in the comment section for me.
Someone is saying
Dorcas.
Senator Ifeanyi,
I just want to use.
then Dorcas.
Okay, Senator Ifeanyi.
Yes,
Did you
then the other
guys
one
vote for him?
Dorcas. Is Anambra.
I need. Okay, let's say David Dorcas, because I need a man's name. Okay, so in this case, we are going to put this way. Now, what I want to do now is for Lawal. Lawal, are you male or female?
Female.
What?
Female.
You are female. Okay. No. Just give me a minute.
They're watching Hollywood.
That's something I'm looking for. I'm looking for that's a menu that I used to delete no, this is not what I want. To delete formulas, I insert in something because I can see a drop down here and I don't want to see that drop down.
It's unclear.
Let me
Under
see.
auto sum. Under auto sum on home button.
Other okay, yeah.
Clear stars.
So
Clear all.
let me I guess you guys are learning too. So we have clear all. All right, so it's gone, right? So please,
Yes.
that is what I was looking for. So thanks for reminding me where it's located. So sometimes even us, as we hold for this thing, there are some things that we still look for. But the important thing is that you know it exists, right? So if I didn't know that there was something like that, I wouldn't even know what I was looking for. So now I've cleared whatever was there because I used this to teach some other people and I forgot to clear the formulas there. So now we know Lawal says that she's a female, right?
Yes, sir.
She's female. Uh, so let's do this. Let's say status.
Single.
Some of you will lie. Oh.
She's married.
Ew.
Okay. So we have married, right?
Yes.
Favor,
Yes, sir.
male or female?
Yes, sir. Male.
Single to
Male.
stupor.
Yes, sir.
Status,
Single to stupor.
Single.
she's some.
They don't see favor finish.
Female,
Uh-huh.
married,
Uh-huh.
married.
Hi.
Married.
See lie.
Hey, now our
Next,
ticket and cut.
Female.
Okay.
No,
Nigga,
this
please
one
be
go choose
single.
married.
Single.
Thank God. Thank
Aw.
God.
Okay. Senator
Aw.
Ifeanyi.
Ah,
Male.
that one a married man. Oh.
Uh-huh.
Married.
Married.
Married. Okay. David Dorcas. Okay, let's say
Female.
this is male.
She's a spinster.
And then let's say Status divorce.
Separated, divorced.
Yeah, let me look for trouble in this group now. Let me go and call somebody. Oh, really? That's your son's name. Nice. David Dorcas. Interesting. Sorry, I had to put divorce for him, even when he even when even when I don't know, I beg, please go and tell him that he will not be divorced. We need people to I should change it. Okay, I'll change it. Let me look for somebody. Festus Larry. Okay, Festus has accepted that he is divorced. Thank you. I'm going to put divorce for you now. Let me put married for David. After all, that's my name. We don't do divorce, eh? So Festus Lawal,
Larry.
male. I need to clear this as well. I could see some. Oh my God. No, no, no. All right. So this is male. This is divorce. I didn't see. Okay. P spawn.
PUN.
Uh, yeah.
Sir, what did you call it again?
PUN. So she's female, and it has to be complicated. There's somewhere I'm going to. You guys should follow me. So I need one more person to have a. Let me look for.
So I use Chinyere Ekwozo or Queen Geraldine.
Gerald.
Sir,
Yeah,
Gina
Queen
White.
Geraldine.
Gina White.
Because the way this person is looking for trouble now. So Queen Gerald. Queen Gerald. This one is
G-
female. Female and widowed.
Yay.
I need
Gina
one
White.
more person.
Gina White.
I need one. I need one more person.
Fatima
Okay,
Ibrahim.
Fatima. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Talk your mind now. Where do you want us to place you?
Separated,
Spinster.
Fatima
separated.
Ibrahim.
Sir Queen Geraldine is telling you to change it from widow.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Um, you are single. Okay. Queen Shay singing. Kelvin. Um. Okay. Let me change Queen Geraldine. Let me change it to before she will carry me to her church.
she don't they cry.
Hey,
So let me just change it to another name. Queen Tinubu. Okay, so we have one last person, Fatima. Fatima, what is that second name?
Atiku, Atiku.
Fatima Atiku.
Fatima Atiku. Okay, this is so this person. Now, what is going to happen is that this person is neither male or female. So this person is non-binary, and then because they are non-binary, I'm trying to remember the status. You guys remember Will Smith and the wife? There's there's one word
Yes.
they use. Okay, yeah, remember.
Entanglement.
Open relation.
Entangled. Open
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 relationship.
relation.
relationship.
Mhm. So Fatima, I'm not referring to you. I'm referring to the other Fatima that have Atiku as another name. Anyway, those of you that are married, single, so our agenda here, I'm trying to explain all of this. You know what I'm getting at. So we are going to put gender, we are going to put status. Those are our legend, our key, what is called legend in Excel or in data analysis, meaning those are our keywords. So for our gender, can you list the gender we have? We have female, we have
Female,
what?
male,
Male,
Female, male,
and then we have
non-binary. Non-binary.
non-binary,
Non-binary.
non-binary. And then for status, we have married, we have single,
single,
we have
Divorced.
what? Divorce,
Divorce.
divorce,
we have what?
Complicated.
Widowed, we have complicated,
Complicated. An open
and
relationship.
then we have open relationship. Is there anyone that is confused about what I'm doing? Anyone confused about what I'm doing? Okay, I guess not. So now, most of the time, you are not going to have all of this because you can remember the number of minutes it took us to insert all of these details. We don't have that time. So our logo as data analyst is what? No time. Our logo is what? No
No
time.
no
time.
time to check time.
Quality time.
So anybody that is wasting a lot of time to give you a solution, that person is not serious. Sack him or sack her. So we want to automate this thing in such a way that we can simply come here and choose any gender that each of them belong to, knowing, assuming that these are the names, and then these are the drop downs, and this is the status. Now, there are a couple of ways to go about it. One of the ways we can go about it is we are going to highlight all of this. We go to data menu, click on data validation, check the first one there. Please make sure you look at the icon. Those of you that are using Excel that was created by God Himself and sent to Earth of recent, make sure you look at the icon. This is the icon for data validation. It may not be as arranged as mine is right here. You may find it at the left or at the right or at the middle. Make sure you look for this. So when you do that, you click on allow, open the drop down, choose list. When you choose list, okay, it comes to where you have your source data. Now that you have your source data, what are you going to do? You are going to tell Excel, let me drag this there, that anything that is inserted into this column must follow three source data, which is what? Female, comma, male, comma, and what? Non-binary.
Binary.
Did you guys get it to this point?
Yes,
Yes.
Yes.
sir.
Female, comma, male, comma, non-binary. Then you click on OK. Now, do you see that there's a drop down now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, when you come here, you click on that drop down. What do you see? Only three things. That means if you are not female, if you are not male, if you are not non-binary, you cannot work with us because we don't work with ghosts. So you cannot even come and type something that we did not validate this data for you to type. Assuming I want to type ghost, let me click on ghost, GHOST, and then I click outside. What is he saying?
The value you selected is not valid.
Valid.
Exactly. It's not what? Valid, because a user
Valid
has restricted values that can be entered into this cell.
in this.
For instance, those of you that go to those of these forms, they're asking you what's your country. Instead of you to go and click Nigeria, where you rightfully belong and you will die inside, you go and click the US or you go and click UK. And then when you are done, they will now ask you for phone number. Do you know what happens? Because you choose UK, the phone number is going to appear with their country code, which is what? Plus 447.
Plus
And then any other
7.
number you insert, because that data have been validated, you can now go and put your MTN number there and click outside. It's going to tell you data invalid. Why is it telling you data invalid? Because there is no number like that in the United Kingdom. But when you choose Nigeria, where you are going to born your children, where you are going to toast your wife, marry, quarrel, and die, and where you go to church, when you choose Nigeria and then insert your plus 234, the data is going to be what? Valid. Are you
Valid.
following me? Do you see how these things work now? And
Yes.
it's going to prevent anybody from messing with the data. You think that INEC people don't know what they are doing by when they validate a particular type of data? They don't give I heard they don't, some of them don't give the coppers who are collating the results login details to upload the results online. You think they don't know what they are doing? I'm not blaming them anyway. I'm just blaming the systemic corruption that have been allowed to. Apologies to those who are not Nigerians here, but sometimes we need to bring in our politics to understand exactly what we are doing as a people. So these guys know what they are doing because they have intelligent data scientists, software engineers, people that can manipulate things, work with them. A couple of young people are not yet as ready. A lot of young people are ready to take back the country, but somehow we still have the political nitwits and people who are still eating insights from the muck of greed and corruption. Anyway, I get so passionate when I talk about politics sometimes because I've had a few pins here and there. But just get to know why this works the way it's working. We cannot insert anything like ghost inside a data that have already been validated. So if you click on cancel, it's going to, you must definitely choose any of that. So for Lawal is a female, right? We go to
Yes.
favor. Favor is a female. You see that? Go to Chisom. Chisom is
Yes.
a female. Go to Neka Treasure is a female. You see, we have shortened the time that we would have used to type all of these
Favor is a
gender,
male, though.
you know. Are you guys following me?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So we can
Yes, we
do all
are.
of that, all the data. That is how it works. So now I want you guys to take me through for status. I want to insert status. What is the first thing I must do?
You highlight
You highlight the
this.
rule.
The different
You
status.
highlight this cell.
Okay, you highlight it, right?
Okay.
Yes.
You go
By
to
the way, you
Data.
can choose to highlight all, or you can just choose to highlight the first column. Okay. However, but highlighting all makes a lot of sense. But this is so much work. I'm going to tell you how you can shorten your steps. Remember, we are looking at shortening steps and making life easier.
Yes, sir.
So the next thing, what's the next thing we need to do?
you go
You go to
to
data.
data
Later.
column.
Okay,
Data.
data menu. Uh-huh.
Then
go
You
to
go to data validation.
Data
data validation.
validation.
Okay. What
Yes,
next?
click on
You click
Dropbox.
on data
You go to
validation.
data validation.
What next?
Yes. Then you you click down here, any values.
Allow to list. Change to
Any
list.
Allow
You
this.
change
Good.
it to
Because we are
lists.
looking at a list. And what else?
Yes. Then you go to source. Then
you
you
write
Source.
write
So
down
what do we
everything you
type?
want.
Okay.
Married,
Married,
single,
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 divorced,
divorce,
divorce. The person on the background should turn
widowed,
off the TV.
widowed,
complicated,
Complicated
complicated, and what?
open
Open
relationship.
relationship.
relationship. What next?
Then you click
Okay.
OK.
Okay.
Okay.
Good. So let's see if we are going to see all of that. Viola, can you see?
Yep.
Lawal, married. This one, single to stupor. This one, single to stupor, single and searching. Those days we used to hear single and searching. These days we hear single and independent. Scammers, all of you. Neka, single, single and independent, but they still want money
Sure,
for
sure.
transport. They want money for
No,
And
transport.
fish.
Huh?
no.
They
They want
want
money for
soft life to be taken care of.
Uh-huh.
They need pampering.
Yes, so independent people.
We were wired that
As
way.
senator is widowed. Yes, so even us men, our own wiring serve now 3x4 cable. David Dockers, single. So you now get what we are doing, right? Fatima and
Yes.
Tiku.
yes.
Now there is something I want to tell you guys, right? The thing I want to say is this: I'm still spending a lot of hours doing all of this. I'm still taking a lot of steps. So I want to shorten it. Can someone tell me what I can do to shorten my time of using the drop down? Can someone tell me what I can do to shorten my time of using a drop down?
Feel.
What?
Feel.
Feel. No?
Well,
Oh boy.
it's not even
This one down.
destroying itself. This is the height of the seats I've ever seen the Anega zone. Forget the kilos that people. I was directly in charge of the Beavers. I wanted to just be at the forefront to see not win anything again. Telling you. So forget. I'm forget.
Who is this one?
Nothing. You can't translate anything. Now say okay, this month I should just leave the Beavers and go home. See now. So I can't. I mean just
Okay.
So someone in the comment section is saying VLOOKUP. Okay.
VLOOKUP. What happened to VLOOKUP? No. We can't use VLOOKUP. By the way, for those of you that are going to enroll for the data analysis course, because we expect fewer number of persons, we don't take too many, because we want to see that all the trainers have personal relationship with the students, professional relationships, that is. So we don't want to see so many people. And we are going to be using Microsoft Teams most of the time, or Zoom. So we don't use YouTube for our premium classes. We've never used YouTube. Remember, Even I myself, I didn't get to use YouTube until I discovered that some of you were causing trouble in our first class when we started using Teams. But now that you guys are used to not making too much noise, I may consider using Microsoft Teams for the next class. Does that sound okay?
No, sir.
Yeah.
No, sir. Let's continue this one.
So that we
Let's
can
continue.
always
Okay.
go back to the class, like go back to the video to check.
No,
All
even on
right. So
Teams you can record.
let's continue. Yeah, we can record on Teams. The problem with Teams, from my experience, is that it takes a longer time for the recording to be available. Unlike YouTube, when once I'm done and then close the live chat, I can send the recording almost immediately. Zoom doesn't take a lot of time as well, but then we may not we may not have to download it and put it on our Google Drive. You guys will do the downloading yourselves. And for those of you complaining of data, I don't know, you would cry when it comes to that time. But that's why YouTube is our best chance for now. If the class is free, it's even cheaper for you to enroll, come online using YouTube than these other platforms. I hope that's clear though, but if it's not, anyway, this is just for those who may show interest in joining the data analysis class going forward. Now, remember what I told you. Let's go back to class. Remember what I told you about a table. What did I say? What are the three things you can think a table is good for? What are the three things you think a table is good for? Let me check the
For,
comment section. What are the
for
three things you
proper
think a table is good
for,
for?
for proper arrangement of data.
Yeah, it
Okay,
helps arrange
proper
data.
arrangement of data. Please, guys, I need comments. I need to know you guys are following me. Okay, yeah,
Easy
someone says
editing.
we are okay with YouTube. Okay, that's YouTube is better. All right, that's nice. VLOOKUP, no. Favor says single and searching. Nah, lie, I don't believe. I
I'm
don't
not
believe.
searching. She
People
says
that
she's not searching.
people,
I'm single and
yes, so
satisfied.
yes, those are all the new grammars to show the level of deceit.
But it's true.
Single and mingle. Thank you, my dear. Queen is very authentic. Don't mind all these people. Okay, so easy calculation, quick analysis, saves time, perfect. Okay. Is a data analysis class. Yeah, it's always weekend. Fast and reliable, good. Supports data, nice. Proper arrangement of data, right? Drop down, maybe good. Okay, for easy operation of data, good. Now, I want you guys to go back to our work here. Remember, when you put this thing on a table, it also makes your life easier. I'm going to put this on a table. Control T, and then okay. This is on a table right now. I'm going to put this on a table, and then I'm going to highlight this, go to my data menu, data validation, any value, change to list. Now, under source, okay, I'm going to, instead of typing it, I'm just coming here to highlight everything. Okay, then go back and then click on OK. Okay, now I have highlighted everything. Assuming I want to replace non-binary. Remember the other one, if you want to replace anything, you have to go back to your data validation dialog box and remove whatever you typed. You have to do it manually. But with a table, you don't need to do that manually. The moment you say, okay, we have male, female, instead of non-binary, we say binary. Instead of non-binary, we now have binary. Then we click outside. When once you come back here and open it, do you see it has changed automatically? Do you see?
Yes, sir.
it changed automatically. But if you did not put this on a table, or if you didn't come here to highlight everything, you are not going to see this. So it's the same thing. Can someone take me through how to solve for status?
Highlight it,
Okay.
then change it to a table. Control T.
No.
No, click on
You
data.
go, you go to
Click on
data.
data.
Click on data,
Uh-huh.
then data
Data
validation.
validation.
Data
Data
validation.
validation.
Change it to
List.
list.
Any value
Uh-huh.
list.
I click
And the
here.
source. Choose by
Go
default
to the
of
source.
Change
the
it.
That
Okay.
source, and then you come to allied from married to open relationship,
Copy.
Exactly.
and then you go back to the icon and click it, and then okay.
Okay.
All right. Perfect. So you can see, right?
Yes. So, but
So
I'm having an issue.
okay. What's the issue?
So I can't find data validation on my Excel.
Look for it. What version of Excel? Just go online. I think I said this. If you can't find it, go
Okay.
online, search for data validation icon on Microsoft 365 or Excel 2010 or whatever. Get
Okay.
to see where it is located on Google and go back and look for it. Always search for the icon, not the name. Some
Okay.
cases the names don't appear. Look for this icon and you are going to find it. It's there. It has to be there.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Good. It's like you just love to hear my voice. Okay, guys, now that I've solved for this and you guys now understand what data validation is and drop downs, this is your assessment. I want you to use products, produce, meat, and bakery. I want you to solve a breakdown or a drop down for each of these food items and departments. These are the departments. So that's your assessment.
Okay, sir.
So I also want you to solve for this. Use a table in the following to get the drop down. So this is a table. Use this table to get this drop down. So we have already solved chart in our first class. So this is your assessment. Please use this table of values and sort and get a chart. Make your chart
Okay.
to be very colorful. So in our next class, we are going to be looking at pivot tables, joints. This is joints, if statements, VLOOKUP, sum if. Okay. Then after that, I hope to finish this on Saturday. Then on Sunday, hopefully we begin our advanced, intermediate to advanced Excel class. I hope we are progressing, Abi. Are we?
Yes, we are.
Yes, sir,
Yes.
we are.
All right. So on Saturday, we look at pivot tables, joins, if statement, VLOOKUP, sum if. Okay, we have already done something about sum if. Okay, but we are going to do something again about sum if. Um, yeah. Today we've treated what? What have we treated today? Tables, count, drop downs, charts. Okay, you know what? Let me treat this pivot table really,
Now
really quick.
we haven't done that.
We haven't done what?
Chat.
We've done
We've
we've
done
done
chat.
chat now.
That was part of the first thing we
That was
did.
That was the first
that
one.
was the first class. I don't want to repeat it anymore. So pivot tables are really interesting. I'm going to show you this quickly because they are very, very important. You know what? Because I know somebody asks plenty questions now. So let's leave it till next week,
Thank you, sir.
or rather on Saturday. I don't want to spend. So any question?
Thank
Let me
you,
check
sir.
the groups.
Sir, please, when are we submitting our assessment? The
Your
previous one.
assessment. Which one is the previous one? all your
The one you
assessments will
gave
be
us last
submitted
week.
on all your assessments will be submitted on Sunday.
Okay, sir.
Then after that, that is after this Sunday. Let me check the date. Yeah, all your assessments will be submitted on the 5th of March. Then when we check those who have submitted their assessments, the next class after that, you all are going to you are going to be grouped, okay, for your project on Excel. So please, we'll try our best to finish on time. Please don't submit your assessment now as visual. Just do it and keep. Okay. Research, do it and keep. Don't post anything in the Discord server. Only your visuals. Only your visuals. Like the one I
Sir,
just
someone
gave
is
you.
asking a question here. The person said, if you delete the table created, will the selected command still respond?
Um, if you delete the table, why would you delete the table? Well, if you delete the table, it would still respond if you highlight the cells. But you already know why I love it in a table. As because assuming you want to add new rows, new columns, it's going to just automatically add itself up without you doing that manually. But if you remove it in a table and get to highlight the cells, then you can still automatically make those changes, you know, without Robert Esther, please ask this question in the Discord server. I sent all the Excel workbook that I'm going to be treating for this class till next Sunday. Then after next Sunday, please, I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to those who are in the premium group because we are actually going higher, like intermediate Excel and advanced Excel. It's not like with this Excel now, some of you can do data entry jobs, but then if you don't know where to find the jobs, you can as well remain in class and learn. Okay. What other question do we have here? Yes, some of you who asked for extension of payments. Please, I'm going to, let's say Tuesday, sorry, not Tuesday, Monday evening. Monday evening, latest. By Tuesday morning, West African time. It's not good. The premium group is not going to be 3,100 anymore. It's going to be 5,000. Please take notes. Tell your friends and enemies.
Okay, sir.
So I think you can use Monday to sort out yourselves. This is the same thing for those who want to enroll for the premium data analysis. Every discount I'm giving to you guys ends tomorrow. Tomorrow, West African time in the evening. You wake up in the morning and everything else is gonna change on Tuesday. I think I've tried. I've really tried. Um, is there any other question I need to attend to?
No, sir.
All right. So see you on Saturday.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Oh, 3,001.
Yeah. So some of you are asking questions in the group. 3,100 is for the premium Excel class, where you are going to have your certificates, have your internship, submit your projects, and then if you enroll for the data analysis class, which is 31 100, quite different, quite different. I want to emphasize that you don't need to learn Excel again. All you need to do is just move to learn SQL Server, Tableau, and Power BI. Pauline Akko, what do you mean by can one pay half? What do you want to pay half? 3,100. Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you. All right, Favor, you're welcome. All right. This is not like really serious Excel like that. When we start intermediate VBA macros and things like that, then some of you would see the Excel that they never taught you in your computer school. All right. If there's no other question, yes, you're welcome. Augustina, Ibo, Anusi. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Wait, who left the class now? Like that person, the main person